It is very certain that the desire of life prolongs it. I have always believed that all things depended upon fortune, and nothing upon ourselves. The fact is that my wife, if she had common sense, would have more power over me than any other whatsoever, for my heart always alights upon the nearest perch. If I could always read, I should never feel the want of company. He who is only just is cruel. Who on earth could live were all judged justly. My turn of mind is so given to taking things in the absurd point of view that it breaks out in spite of me every now and then. Wives in their husbands' absences grow subtler, and daughters sometimes run off with the butler. Who tracks the steps of glory to the grave. I shall soon be 26. Is there anything in the future that can possibly console us for not being always 25? He who surpasses or subdues mankind must look down on the hate of those below. If I don't like to empty my mind, I go mad. I do detest everything which is not perfectly mutual. Truth is always strange, stranger than fiction. For in itself a thought, a slumbering thought, is capable of years, and curdles a long life into 1 hour. As long as I retain my feeling and my passion for nature, I can partly soften or subdue my other passions and resist or endure those of others. To withdraw myself from myself has ever been my soul, my entire, my sincere motive in scribbling at all. The cardinal is at his wit's end. It is true that he had not far to go. It is useless to tell one not to reason but to believe. You might as well tell a man not to wake but sleep. Nothing can confound a wise man more than laughter from a dunce. What is fame? The advantage of being known by people of whom you yourself know nothing, and for whom you care as little. Men think highly of those who rise rapidly in the world, whereas nothing rises quicker than dust, straw, and feathers. A man of 80 has outlived probably 3 new schools of painting, 2 of architecture and poetry, and 100 in dress. It is very iniquitous to make me pay my debts. You have no idea of the pain it gives one. For pleasures past I do not grieve, nor perils gathering near. My greatest grief is that I leave nothing that claims a tear. Why I came here, I know not. Where I shall go it is useless to inquire. In the midst of myriads of the living, and the dead worlds, stars, systems, infinity, why should I be anxious about an atom? Where there is mystery, it is generally suspected there must also be evil. Let none think to fly the danger full soon, or late love is his own avenger. Women hate everything which strips off the tinsel of sentiment, and they are right, or it would rob them of their weapons. The reading or non-reading a book will never keep down a single petticoat. Shelley is truth itself and honour itself, notwithstanding his out-of-the-way notions about religion. If we must have a tyrant, let him at least be a gentleman who has been bred to the business, and let us fall by the axe and not by the butcher's cleaver. Every day confirms my opinion on the superiority of a vicious life, and if virtue is not its own reward, I don't know any other stipend annexed to it. A 1,000 years may scare form a state, an hour may lay it in ruins. Those sages may pour out their wisdom's treasure. There is no sterner moralist than pleasure. 'Tis pleasant, sure, to see one's name in print, a book's a book, although there's nothing in tea. But what is hope? Nothing but the paint on the face of existence. The least touch of truth rubs it off, and then we see what a hollow-cheeked harlot we have got hold of. There is no such thing as a life of passion, any more than a continuous earthquake or an eternal fever. Besides, who would ever shave themselves in such a state? I have great hopes that we shall love each other all our lives, as much as if we had never married at all. Smiles from the channels of a future tear. The dew of compassion is a tear. For what were all these country patriots born to hunt and vote and raise the price of corn? I know that too, and to make four, and should be glad to prove it too if I could, though I must say, if by any sort of process I could convert two and two into five, it would give me much greater pleasure. What a strange thing man is, and what a stranger thing woman. If I am full, it is, at least, a doubting one, and I envy no one the certainty of his self-approved wisdom. Life's enchanted cup sparkles near the brim. Sometimes we are less unhappy in being deceived by those we love than in being undeceived by them. It is odd, but agitation or contest of any kind gives a rebound to my spirits and sets me up for a time. I am acquainted with no immaterial sensuality, so delightful as good acting. This is the patent age of new inventions for killing bodies and for saving souls, all propagated with the best intentions. Fools are my theme, let satire be my song. Society is now one polished horde, formed of two mighty tries, the boors and bored. A mistress never is nor can be a friend. While you agree, you are lovers, and when it is over, anything but friends. Opinions are made to be changed, or how is truth to be got at? Who loves, raves. The poor dog, in life the firmest friend, the first to welcome, foremost to defend. Like the measles, love is most dangerous when it comes late in life. I cannot help thinking that the menace of hell makes as many devils as the severe penal codes of inhuman humanity make villains. Man is born passionate of body, but with an innate though secret tendency to the love of good in his mainspring of mind. But God help us all, it is at present a sad jar of atoms. Out of chaos God made a world, and out of high passions comes a people. They never fail who die in a great cause. 'Tis sweet to know there is an eye will mark our coming, and look brighter when we come, Her great merit is finding out mine. There is nothing so amiable as discernment. Between two worlds life hovers, like a star, twixt night and morn, upon the horizon's verge. Self-love forever creeps out, like a snake, to sting anything which happens to stumble upon it. I am about to be married, and am of course in all the misery of a man in pursuit of happiness. Men are the sport of circumstances, when it seems circumstances are the sport of men. Absence, that common cure of love. Sincerity may be humble, but she cannot be servile. Roll on, deep and dark blue ocean, roll. 10,000 fleets sweep over thee in vain. Man marks the earth with ruin, but his control stops with the shore. We are all selfish, and I no more trust myself than others, with a good motive. There's naught, no doubt, so much the spirit comes as rum and true religion. All farewells should be sudden, when forever. What is the worst of woes that wait on age? What stamps the wrinkle deeper on the brow? To view each loved one blotted from life's page, and be alone on earth, as I am now. There is something pagan in me that I cannot shake off. In short, I deny nothing, but doubt everything. Lovers may be, and indeed generally are, enemies, but they never can be friends, because there must always be a spice of jealousy and a something of self in all their speculations. Men love in haste, but they detest at leisure. I am sure of nothing so little as my own intentions. I love not man the less, but nature more. Prolonged endurance tames the bold. But words are things, and a small drop of ink, falling like dew upon a thought, produces that which makes thousands, perhaps millions, think. A woman should never be seen eating or drinking, unless it be lobster salad and champagne, the only true feminine and becoming viands. What should I have known or written had I been a quiet, mercantile politician or a lord in waiting? A man must travel and turmoil, or there is no existence. Ye stars, which are the poetry of heaven, death, so called, is a thing which makes men weep, and yet a third of life is passed in sleep. The beginning of atonement is the sense of its necessity. The good old times, all times when old are good. There is no instinct like that of the heart. I only go out to get me a fresh appetite for being alone. Always laugh when you can. It is cheap medicine. The best prophet of the future is the past. Friendship may, and often does, grow into love, but love never subsides into friendship. Yes, love indeed is light from heaven, a spark of that immortal fire with angels shared, by Allah given to lift from earth our low desire. Those who will not reason are bigots, those who cannot are fools, and those who dare not are slaves. Man, being reasonable, must get drunk. The best of life is but intoxication. Fame is the thirst of youth. Friendship is love without his wings. The heart will break, but broken live on. The busy have no time for tears. Adversity is the first path to truth. All who joy would win must share it. Happiness was born a twin. There are 4 questions of value in life, Don Octavio. What is sated? Of what is the spirit made? What is worth living for? And what is worth dying for? The answer to each is the same, only love. Then stirs the feeling infinite, so felt in solitude, where we are least alone. The great art of life is sensation, to feel that we exist, even in pain. Sorrow is knowledge. Those that know the most must mourn the deepest, The tree of knowledge is not the tree of life. Be thou the rainbow in the storms of life, the evening beam that smiles the clouds away, and tints tomorrow with prophetic ray. Love will find a way through paths where wolves fear to prey.